Let's look at the exponential activation function. Here on the left hand side is an example. Let's say we have these input values also written here in the table with just one column x that has values -10, -5, minus 0.1, 0, 0.1, plus 5, and then plus 10. And let's say that we have a neuron A that gets all of these values, and that neuron is using the exponential activation. So the values that we get after they are processed using an exponential activation are written on the right hand side, where we have the column A with the converted values, and to the right of that what we see is a plot of the same values shown in the magenta color, and the blue line is showing the values of within a much larger range, and we have much larger values. There are 100 data points plotted there. So what we can see is the shape of the curve for the exponential activation. It we have almost a horizontal line right up to 5, and after that it gradually increases, and then it spikes to the maximum value of plus 10 that we have in this data set. Let's now look at the code to write this particular activation function. And here is the link to the docs that also has similar code. And what we are going to do is import these libraries, set the print options. Now for the exponential, the syntax is the same. What we want to do is first we'll create some values x. So we'll say we'll create tf.linspace, and the values are going to go from -10.0, or let's say -10 to plus 10, and we need 100 values for that. And y is going to be the values that are calculated using the activation function exponential. For that we will type tf.keras.activations.exponential, and inside of parentheses we specify the value of x. Now this, when we run this, we can plot the values. So let's plot them like so: plt.plot x comma y, plt.grid, and plt.show. So we should be able to see plt.show, and so now we should be able to see the plot in the output, which is a nice exponential curve that we can see, just as we saw on the slide. Now if we remember, the method that is used is exponential. So if we calculate another value of y2 simply by using tf.expx and then try to plot that value of y2, plt.plot x comma y2, then what we would see in the output, we should see the exact same curve. So we see the orange curve that overlaps the earlier blue curve that we had, and that's because they are the same method to calculate the y values, y and y2 values. So this is what the activation function exponential looks like. I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you.